Hey, this is Craig. We're at Goodson Guitars here in Odessa, Texas, and today we're going to be working on a neck. This was brought to me by a customer that had a fretless conversion done to it, and the board kind of got butchered in the process. So let me show you what we got going on. This is the board. This is on a Spectre bass 6-string, and as you can see, they filled the slots with some maple veneer, but there are some horrendous gouges all along this neck, and I'm not real sure how that happened. I didn't ask. The young man just asked me if I could fix it, and there's enough meat in this board that we'll be able to sand it down and get it level again. So what we have done, since it's a 6-string, we had to manufacture this mammoth sanding block, because the radius blocks that I have, number one, I didn't have a 15, and number two, if I did, it wouldn't be 4 inches wide. That 6-string bass neck at the widest point is like 3 and, well, just short of 4 inches. So we have to make one. So what I have done is I have gone into Fusion 360 and made the model of the radius block, and this particular one with my gauges showed to be a 15-degree radius. So we have the block done, we have all our tool pads set up. So at this point, I've got the bit in, I'm gonna get it set up, and then we'll show you running a little bit of it, but nothing major, and then we'll come back. Okay, so right now it just started the passes. It's gonna take it a while. I gotta turn the dust collector on. So once we're finished up, we'll come back. All right, we're back. We got the radius off the CNC machine and got it loaded with 80 grit paper. I have the board locked down. Got some shims underneath here to keep it from flexing where it was flexing. I'll use some wood cauls to put on each side so we wouldn't damage the neck when I cranked it down, you know, just enough to keep it from moving. That way the neck is flat, and I put the, like I said, I put the shims under here to keep it from flexing. And I made a couple of passes, and this board's really uneven. I could feel it when it's got a high spot right here. It's also got this is the worst gouge, so that's going to be the one that's hardest to get out. So I'm not going to bore y'all with me sitting here sanding, because that's no fun to watch. So I'm going to get all my 80 grit passes done, and then we'll come back from that and we'll keep 3, 2, 1. All right, so we got the 80 passes done, and I'm out of breath. I'm getting too old for this, I guess. We still got a couple of rough spots, but I'm gonna pull those on down with the 120 now. So I'm gonna load up the beast with 120, and then we'll go another 10 minutes probably. Okay, so we've done the 120 pass, and I stopped at 120, and I recut these fret slots because the wood that was put in there, it was missing pieces, and I didn't want to just put filler in there because it would just look weird. But now I got to sand all this down. This white stuff is from the activator and the super glue. It'll sand out, because I still got to go 220, 320, then probably 600, and then we'll hit it with some polishing pads and get this baby uber smooth. But it already looks a whole lot better than it did. So I will come back to y'all after I get probably the 320 done. Okay, we're back. I got in the zone and forgot all about the video, but we are done. There is, as I was putting the oil on this, it was just soaking it up like crazy, and the color is bleeding in unevenly down here, but over time, those two will take on the same color as the rest of these. There's one spot right here that is, I mean, you can just barely feel it. You can see it more than you can feel it. But my problem is I was starting to get down into the side dots, and so I had to stop. I mean, that's as good as this thing's gonna get without replacing the board. So I appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna call the client and tell him he's good to go. And if you like this kind of content, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is Craig. We'll catch you on the next one.